In our last episode, we sailed to Morocco and explored all the reasons why some sailors skip this exotic destination. In this episode, we take on our longest passage so far, sailing from Rabat, Morocco to Arrecife, Lanzarote, Spain, one of the Canary Islands. We sailed 520 nautical miles in 145 hours over the course of 7 days. It wasn't even a third of the distance we will tackle when we make our way across the Atlantic to Barbados in a few weeks. We played with dolphins, enjoyed mostly smooth sailing, and had a spectacular eye-to-eye experience with a curious sei whale. But most important, we got our sea legs as we continued to prepare for our trek across the Atlantic. After a rocky start, we settled in nicely to daily life living on board Sea Falca as we ventured along the western African Atlantic coast.
So, day 2 at sea. We're still cruising along. About 3.5 knots, sometimes 4. Not very fast. But we're making time. The rolling waves are nice, just with a low wind. Sometimes make the sails flap. It's annoying. Like, not much you can do about it. Interesting, just a few minutes ago, saw an open Moroccan fishing boat. Here we're about 30 miles away from shore, which is 50 kilometers or 40 land miles. And they came out here with an open fishing boat. No life vest on. Maybe they have GPS. Cool guys. Hey Captain. Jack, how are you? Scouty? You on watch? On lookout? Keep good lookout.
They love that perch, don't they?
They do. If you see something, alert the captain.
Looks like all is well at the moment.
On the short-headed crew, we need everyone to do their job, no matter if 2 legs or 4 legs.
After night 3, we woke up to this fantastic sunrise, and we're motor sailing, and we have been a lot of the last day and a half, just no wind at all, but we're probably about halfway there. Normally on the morning of day 4, we're seeing landfall, so this will be our longest passage so far, and we're still good, 250 or so nautical miles away from landfall. So everything's going great right now. We've been lucky that it's been smooth. I think Mike would prefer to have some heavier conditions to sail in. But we had the main sail up and we're motor sailing and we're making some time. We'll be there in a few more days.
Puppies are enjoying the calm conditions too. They're hanging out in the cockpit with me this morning. How's it feel out there?
King of the world!
King of the world!
So it's Tuesday afternoon. The wind picked up a little bit. It's still coming from the northwest now. 3 before, so I'm making 4 knots speed. Have another 200 miles to go. 300 miles behind us. So if everything goes well, we should be arriving there Thursday afternoon, 2 days from now. It's really funny. Sometimes you don't see a single soul for hours or days, and all of a sudden there's a lot of traffic. Just about half an hour ago, I was a freighter coming out of the sun. I'm going with almost 15 knots, and yeah, we had a closest point of approach to CPA of 0.3 nautical miles. So in the dimensions of a freighter, it's just 2 boats length, 2 ships length. So now it's going again. You know, really fast compared to us.
Drawing me in, your love is my skin. I wear it, I swear it's my purest sin. You're my kind of crazy. You set my soul so free. And this might sound kind of hasty, but you and the summer are all I need.
So how do you feel, huh?
I feel like I have a mouthful of peanut butter. I can't talk. I feel actually really good. Excuse my hair, by the way. It is so nasty. I can't wait to wash it. I'm going to try out the deck shower today.
And they feel like they would have wanted to have their mouth full of peanut butter, huh?
Yeah, they like it a lot. They're loving their little peanut butter treat. It's a beautiful day, though, isn't it? You can see we have some calm waters. We have peanut butter. What more could we ask for?
Oh, just a little bit more wind, huh?
Yeah, a little bit more wind. We could turn off the motor. That would be nice. But hey, we're having a nice little treat. All is good.
360 degrees, there's nothing. Oh no, I'm wrong. There's half a freighter. The other half is like behind the horizon. Look at the color of the water. Deep blue sea. Water here is around 3,500 meters, like 11,000 feet deep. It's a wonderful morning. Temperatures are 23, 24 degrees Celsius. Water temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. So actually I might take a swim later. Bad news is we have almost no wind. Let's see, 3.5 knots, and that includes our own wind that we create by just moving. But there's nothing, no wind at all. Later this afternoon, wind's supposed to pick up, can set sail again and switch out the damn motor. That's the only thing that ruins the atmosphere right now, is the sound of the motor, even though I love to hear it, because it would be a real hassle and it wouldn't work.
We don't wanna grow old. We just wanna be young. Play and make believe. Come and rescue me. Feel the sun on my skin and scream. We don't wanna grow old. We just wanna have fun. Wild and free. Baby, we could dream farther than our eyes have ever seen. I don't wanna grow old. Baby, could we misbehave a bit more? Never know what's in store when we're rowdy and
King of the world.
Well, it's what's today? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday afternoon. It's our 5th day at sea, and it's been just under 99 hours since we set sail from Morocco, and we just hit the 370-mile marker. So this is officially the longest voyage we've had, based on distance and on time. So pretty cool, huh? And we're having a really great afternoon. We actually took showers out on the deck and motor sailing a little. We don't have any wind, but we're having a really good day. I was up for the morning shift, and I was just admiring the gorgeous colors. The sun was just about to rise, and the sky was just pink and lavender and beautiful, and all of a sudden I just heard this come out of the water. And I looked up and I saw this huge charcoal gray whale surfacing. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And look, right at sunrise. Really love to get them coming out of the water right toward us again. That was, there it is, I got it.
You got it again?
If he's still with us. You are a beauty. Oh yeah. Oh. Is that a different one? Look at the size of that fin. He's fishing. Oh, he's right under us, baby. Look, he's right under you. Hang on. Hang on. You see him?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, our friend. The dogs could not be less interested.
Hello.
This wasn't one of those times where you look off into the horizon and you see something that may or may not be a whale. I mean, this was a whale that swam right up to us and wanted to know us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he absolutely could swim a lot faster than Sea Falca was sailing. We were probably going 3, maybe 3.5 knots.
Yeah.
And we know that he could have just kept on going. But he didn't. He stayed with us. He kept circling around the boat. He came right up to us. He wanted to interact with us and communicate with us. And it was such a special experience to connect with this amazing giant of the sea.
Goodbye, Morocco. Hello to our old pal Spain. Back in Spain.
Cool. So, last half hour I played with the sails a little bit, trying to find the best sail configuration for the straight downwind course. You may think downwind is the easiest. In fact, it's not really. Especially if you have some swell standing. So I took the pushover down. rig the genuine starboard side and the main and port and the mizzen on starboard again. That keeps the boat pretty balanced. Once in a while when we're hit by a little wave, it's flapping a little bit, but I think we have to live with it. We're now making about 3.2, 3.3 knots, but straight downwind, which I think is okay. I do hate downwind courses.
Once we were in the Canary Islands, we had a lot of work to do. We took Seadogs out of the water to replace the zinc nodes on her steel hull and began serious provisioning for our Atlantic crossing. But we still needed to make the long passage to Cape Verde. In the next episode, find out how we survived some serious engine troubles at sea and had to rely completely on the free power of the wind. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We are always updating our website with all the nitty-gritty details of our voyages, so be sure to check it out.